ND1 cold start.
Here's the phone number, 1-888-342-4822.
ND3 cold start. ND1 idle. ND3 idle. Much quieter, smoother. Let's go for a drive. ND1 2016. Don't mind the broken windshield, folks. It's still on back order. So yeah, right when I sat in it, it's the Recaros, so they hug you much better, and you sit much lower than the GT ND3s. They're still comfortable, but I think I prefer the Recaros. But the ND3 seats the GT. Mine's the 35th anniversary, but it's which is the GT model, and it's all right. It's fine. I think they'll become more comfortable over time, and I think they'll be more comfortable on like longer road trips. Is it left or right here? I think it's a
right.
Right turn, yeah. So yeah, just making a right turn, so I have signal on. I like this signal. I'll show you that. You can actually see the turn signal. On the ND3, it just has like the outline of a turn signal. It's actually really hard to see. I find that. This one, clutch is heavier. I find everything's a little bit louder. Everything vibrates a little bit more. There's definitely less sound dampening, I should say. A little bit more power down low, like from the 2000 to 3000, has a little bit more torque input than the ND3, but the ND3 definitely revs a lot smoother and cleaner. All right. So yeah, everything's a little bit louder. and I'm actually noticing a lot of difference with the steering. Like when I'm just on center, like driving straight, it doesn't feel as like kind of, I don't know how to explain it, confident. It feels a little bit more glitchy and loose versus ND3. I know they did kind of adjust the steering with the new one. But yeah, that could be like the tires as well. In this is still original tires, like 60,000, almost 60,000 on the car. But yeah, that's definitely one thing. It doesn't feel as stable. You definitely feel like you're going faster than in comparison to ND3. So it's a lot more, I guess you can say, grounded. It inspires more confidence at higher speeds versus ND1. And yeah, everything's a little bit louder, a little bit rougher, vibrates a little bit more. You can definitely tell, after from 2016 to 2025, Mazda has refined the Miata. But if you're looking for more of a raw kind of race car experience, this is definitely the one to get. And for the money, you can get a 2016, for 25 grand Canadian. And what can you get for that? Like that's quite affordable for a lot of people, and oh my goodness, it's so much fun, right? And yeah, I didn't think I'd be missing the kind of creature comforts that you get with the newer car, the newer Mazdas, with the lane departure warning. That's really nice, and the new screen. Going back into this after driving the new one, the old screen's so silly. It looks so silly. No Android Auto. I've been really liking the Android Auto. Didn't think I would. One thing with this one though, when I put cruise control on, I don't have to take off the radar cruise control, so that's nice. But I kind of like having the radar cruise control option as well. And yeah, like this is still a great car though. If you're looking to get into a little convertible roadster, like it's a great time to be a car fan. Because we can find affordable NDs. It's really something. But yeah, how about the passenger experience in the ND1 versus the ND3?
Seats are a lot more comfortable in the ND1, at least as of this moment. I'm hoping maybe the leather seats will in the 2025 will break in a little more and be a bit more comfortable, but I'm missing the lumbar support, and I'm missing the comfort of the Recaro seats. I do find them more comfortable to sit in for long periods.
Yeah, you know what? I think I do prefer the Recaros as well. But we'll see. Oh, we haven't talked about the sound system. That's a big thing in the new one, the Bose sound system. It's very good. It adjusts with the road noise, and it goes louder, and then when you're slowing down, it goes quieter. It's very nice. They did a very good job, and I don't know how they put 9 speakers in the new one. This one's only got 2 speakers. But yeah, everything's a little bit louder, as I'm sure you can tell. And yeah, the revs aren't as smooth, right? It doesn't rev as smooth as the new one. And yeah, you got less of a red line. But I do feel for everyday driving, I do feel there's a little bit more power down low in the ND1. G'day folks, let's go for a ride. 2025 Mazda Miata 35 anniversary edition ND3 coming from the ND1. Let's see the differences. All right, so right off the bat, seats. That's the biggest difference, is these GT leather seats. They're nice, you know, but we'll see how comfortable they are on a long distance drive, but I really like those Recaro seats. The only negative I'll say about the Recaro seats in the ND3 or in the ND1, you can get them in the ND3 too. This is the track back, but this is the more luxurious Miata. Yeah, the Recaros, I found it kind of, because of the bolstering from the side bolstering, they kind of pinch my balls a little bit here and there. So that's the only thing. This with these ones, they don't have as much side bolstering, so easier to get in and out of. That's a benefit. But they don't hug you as much. They sit up a little bit higher, so you don't feel like it's as like race car-esque. But yeah, ND3, it feels like a more refined Miata, which it is. It feels like every year Mazda has made it more refined, a little bit better, a little bit smoother. On the highway right now, doing almost 120, and it's yeah, it's a lot quieter. I would say it's 30-40% quieter than ND1. And yeah, the transmission still feels the same, but the clutch is a little bit like more everyday. I don't know if that's just the GT, but yeah, it's the friction plate isn't as aggressive, I find, with my other one. And yeah, it's just smoother. Everything's smoother. Everything's a little bit more refined, a little quieter. I find I have to rev a lot higher in this to get the power out. The red line is higher at 7 and a bit there, 7.5. But yeah, it's not as I found at like 3,000 RPM. The ND1 had a lot more power than this one, so I'm finding myself revving more. It's not a bad thing. It's definitely a lot smoother. They've really tuned this engine and refined it. I keep saying refined because it is refined. But yeah, like revving the engine out, it's a lot smoother versus ND1. It's a little bit more harsh, I would say, and vibrates a lot more. So yeah, another big change that you see right away is the infotainment system. This screen is really nice. You know, so I have the Android Auto right now. I can go back into Mazda here. And yeah, it's much more updated. It's actually extremely usable. It's touchscreen wherever you want. And yeah, it's very customizable. It's everything works very well. I didn't think I would use Android Auto that much, but wow, it's incredible. It really is. You know, like Spotify, it's super fun. And yeah, like the voice recognition is actually really good as well. The sound system, huge change from my old one. So with the track pack ND1, I didn't get the Bose, so I have the Bose now. And yeah, if you're a big audiophile, like it's a good sound system. It's not incredible, but from where I was with ND1, it's incredible for me. And yeah, there's actually a lot of bass. I had to turn down the bass. But yeah, it's a really neat feature Mazda has as well, where when you're driving like faster and going on the highway speeds, the volume will go up, and then to match like the road noise, and then it'll go down when you're driving slower. So yeah, it's a really cool feature. And yeah, all the gauges are pretty much the same layout, just updated, more refined. You know, that's the biggest thing. It's a better daily, I would say. If you're looking for more of a track focused than, you know, more raw Miata, ND1, 100%, and they're pretty cheap. But if you're looking for more of a daily, ND3, man, and it still has the power, but you do have to bring it out more. Like, you gotta bring it to the red line, but it's smooth, it likes it, it wants it, and yeah, it's a lot more capable. Handles much better. Going around corners, I haven't found the limits yet, actually, in this car. I don't know if it has to do with the posture control or the new LSD, but yeah, it's incredible. I do find myself driving much faster, like on the highway. Basically 110 or 150 is the same feel. So yeah, I gotta watch myself on that. And yeah, one thing you don't get, what you do get in the ND1 is a CD player. So that's gone. But you know, with the USB, you still have that, but it's a different one. So you had to buy the micro USB. But it's all good. Most people just use the Android Auto or Apple CarPlay for Spotify anyways. Yeah, how does the passenger find the seats and the overall feel versus ND1?
Feel is nice as the passenger. It feels quieter than the previous generation that you had. But I would say the seats are quite uncomfortable in comparison to the Recaro seats for the passenger, because there's less, as the driver, at least you have, what can you adjust on your seat as the driver currently?
So yeah, I can adjust this bottom piece. There's a little wheel here that the front of the seat, I can raise it up and down. So that's nice for the thighs, right? And hamstrings. And maybe it would be nice to have a bolster, like behind the seat kind of bolstering, but
yeah,
or lumbar support.
All I can adjust as the passenger is forward, back, and then the tilt of the backrest. That's it. So I find it quite uncomfortable. I had to actually go and get a seat cushion, which I never ever would even think of doing with the Recaro seats. I find it would have been nice to be able to tilt the seat like so, you know, but can't do that. So that's where a seat cushion was needed. Yeah, I'm hoping they'll soften up with more use. I've seen some people online modify the stuffing, the foam inside. So, you know, I still got to give it some more time, some more use. But I think other people might find the same with the leather versus the Recaro seats. What do you guys think?
Yeah, let us know. And yeah, we're doing a big West Coast trip right now in Canada. So yeah, our first destination is Kelowna, a 7-hour drive. So we'll see how comfortable that is. It's the first kind of long distance. I've been driving from Edmonton to Calgary 3 hours, and they're okay. So yeah, we'll see on a long trip if they're comfortable. But that's the biggest kind of day-to-day thing I'm feeling. So yeah, if you're looking for more of a race car feel and want to save some money, ND1 is still a great car. But yeah, if you want the newest and greatest before NE comes, I think the new generation of Miata is coming in 26, maybe 27. But woman just putting her makeup on there as she's driving. That's great. But yeah, I absolutely love it. Right off the bat, it took me a while to get used to, gotta tell you, because I was so used to ND1 and how raw it was, and I kind of like that. But now in the ND3 and the luxury, it's great. It really is. I really like it. And yeah. Anyways, peace.